If you want things done well, do it yourself. The infectiousness of crime is like that of plague. War is the business of barbarians. If you want peace, nations should avoid the pinpricks that precede cannon shoot. Love is the occupation of the idle, the distraction of the soldier, and the danger of the monarchs. Religion wars are basically people killing each other over who has the better imaginary friend. The reason most people fail instead of succeed is that they trade what they want for what they want at the moment. The surest way to remain poor is to be an honest man. The stupid speak of the past, the wise of the present, and the fool of the future. When firmness is sufficient, rashness is unnecessary. Impossible is the word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. Victory belongs to the most persevering. The stranger man is the one who is able to intercept at the communication between the senses and the mind. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. A soldier will fight long and hard for a bit of colored ribbon. History is a set of lies agreed upon. Religion is what keeps the poor from murdering the rich. A revolution can neither be made nor stopped. The only thing that can be done is for one of several of its children to give it a direction by dint of victories. A true man hates no one. The best cure for a body is a quiet mind. The people to fear are not those who disagree with you, but those who disagree with you and are too cowardly to let you know. Ability is nothing without opportunity. It requires more courage to suffer than to die. History is written by the winners. I am sometimes a fox and sometimes a lion. The whole secret of government lies in knowing when to be the one or the other. There is one kind of robber whom the laws doesn't strike at, and who steals what is most precious to man, time. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action has arrived, stop thinking and go. There are only two forces in the world, the sword and the spirit. In the long run, the sword will always be conquered by the spirit. The fool has one great advantage over a man of sense. He is always satisfied with himself. The world is not ruined by the wickedness of the wicked, but by the weakness of the good. Courage is like love. It must have hope for nourishment. Anarchy is the stepping stone to absolute power. Until you spread your wings, you will have no idea how far you can fly. Men of great ambition sought happiness and have found fame. A man will fight harder for its interest than for its rights. He who knows how to flatter also knows how to surrender. In politics, never retreat, never retract, and never admit your mistake. The true wisdom is a resolute determination. We must laugh at man to avoid crying for him. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. A throne is only a bench covered with velvet. A resolution is an idea which has found its bonnets. The battlefield is a scene of constant chaos. The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's. Glory is fleeting, but absurdity is forever. To have a right estimate of a man's character, we must see him in misfortune. A celebrated man loses his dignity on a closer view. You don't reason with intellectuals, you shoot them. The best way to make everyone poor is to insist on equality of wealth. The only way to lead people is to show them a future. A leader is a dealer in hope. Victory is not always winning the battles, but rising every time you fall. You must not fight too often with one enemy, or you will teach him all your art of war. Friends are always be treated as if one day they might be enemies. Death is nothing but to live defeated, and inglorious is to die daily. Riches don't consist in the possessions of treasures, but in the use of them. Once you have made up your mind, stick to it. There will be no longer any if or but. There are only two forces that unite men, fear and interest. The best way to keep one's word is to give it. Let the path be opened to talent.